Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video. So today I'm coming at you with a list of games that I am excited for to come out in 2018. I mean, if they're not coming out this year, then they'll come out next year. And this is purely Nintendo, no Xbox, no Xbox, no Microsoft. Wow, insightful. No Xbox, no PlayStation, all Nintendo. Let's get started. So the first game I want to point out here, and I'm going to probably go on a little bit of a rant about it, is the new Pokemon games, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Now, it's so weird. I've seen a lot of videos and stuff where people aren't happy with the Pokemon games, and part of me understands, because part of it's like, they changed the fighting formula, there's no new Pokemon, but then you kind of go back and think, and it's like what do we really need, more Pokemon? Right now, is it completely necessary? There's already 802 or something like that. Don't you think you could wait an extra year for the next however many to come in? I don't know. Just if in the comments below, name me every single Pokemon, and if you can name me every single Pokemon, then you can complain about there not being any more Pokemon in this game. 151 is man, I don't know. And Pokemon has been the same for the past 20 years. Nothing has changed unless you count the spin-off games. And Nintendo themselves even said that in 2019 a regular core Pokemon game is coming out in 2019. So, as to why people are so angry, I personally don't understand. I'm actually very excited for this game, being that every Pokemon game I play, I usually can't stand all the random battles. It's so repetitive, it's so boring, to me at least. I've been playing Pokemon since my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Gold on the Game Boy Original, or maybe it was Color, I don't know. But, yeah, I played that game to death, but I did hate those battles. Then I played Pokemon Leaf Green, and then Emerald, and then, I think I played Diamond and Pearl, and then I stopped, and then I played X. And it's it's all the same. I can't Pokemon X, they talk about how refreshed and renewed it is, and while it did feel fresh and new, it was still the same old stuff. Go get your starter Pokemon, go fight gyms, a bunch of random encounter battles on the way. It's just not fun anymore to me. It was back in Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Leaf Green and Emerald, but, once you do the same thing, it's kind of repetitive. And this Pokemon is, not much different. It's just that the battle system has been reworked. It's still going to be a core RPG. You don't get to really choose a starter. It's Pokemon or Eevee, Pikachu or Eevee. But, they're pretty good Pokemon to begin with. I wouldn't brought the whole evolution thing, because obviously Pikachu is evolution of Raichu. So I'm not entirely sure, because I think Eevee, correct me if I'm wrong, Eevee is the first of the evolutions, because obviously there's 3 evolutions to each Pokemon. And I think Pikachu's the second for Pikachu, and then Eevee, I believe, is the first. So, I don't know how evolutions and stuff's going to work out. Maybe they don't evolve, but any Pokemon you catch does, or something like that. I don't know. It sounds weird, kind of confusing, but it works with Pokemon Go, which I heard that, you don't have to have Pokemon Go to play it, which, I mean, that's kind of an obvious choice. Why would you have to have Pokemon Go to play this game? It's crazy. It's crazy. But, nevertheless, I'm personally excited for it. I'm definitely going to be pre-ordering it, picking it up. I want to go with Eevee, but I just want Pikachu. I'm torn. I don't know which one I'm going to get yet, but I know I'm going to get it. I'm pretty excited. And if you're not excited, then that's fine, whatever, to each their own. But just don't rip on me down in the comments because I'm excited for it, because you guys don't get your real main core Pokemon game, even though you literally get one every single freaking year. Damn, 1 year without one and everyone goes apeshit. Wow. Okay, enough about that. Second up is the new Yoshi game. I actually just watched some gameplay from last year's E3, their Treehouse Live thing. I just watched some footage of that, and I'm actually kind of excited for it, because it's kind of different. Yoshi, I love Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo, but it kind of got a little bit old with Yoshi's Island DS, and Yoshi's Woolly World. Even though Yoshi's Woolly World I actually haven't played, so I can't say too much about. But I like Yoshi's story. So like Yoshi games are kind of hit and miss because they're more so kiddie games. They're kind of like, I mean, look, trust me, I love the Yoshi games, but they're aimed at a younger audience, obviously. I mean, most Nintendo games are, but Yoshi's a little bit, But this game looks different enough and unique enough to where, like, there's a bunch of hidden secrets. You can interact with the environment to find, the flowers and the red coins. So that in itself kind of makes it a little more interesting for me. And I'll be very anxious to pick it up. I know it's going to be shown at E3 this year. It's got to be shown at E3 this year. We haven't seen anything about it since last year. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see the E3 this year, and I think it's going to come out sooner than most people will anticipate. Next up here is Smash Brothers, Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I'm pretty excited for it. Being that, obviously the Smash Brothers games coming out for the Nintendo Switch, it's going to be portable. Even though the 3DS version was portable, the 3DS version had some things it needed to improve on. So hopefully the Switch version will do that. And, obviously we literally know nothing about the game. Literally nothing. The only thing that we know is that Inklings are going to be new playable characters, and that Link is in his Breath of the Wild appearance. I'm sure he'll be in his classic appearance too, like it'll be like a costume, like a Switch or a skin Switch or whatever. But, skin Switch? But no, like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be, pretty standard, pretty good Super Smash Brothers game. Yeah, hopefully it's as good as everyone's making it out to be, because like everyone's going apeshit crazy about this game, yet we haven't seen anything about it. So hopefully it's as good as, I mean, Smash Brothers games are always good, but I just hope it's something that's like really worth it, like not just a reskin of Smash Brothers for Wii U. And I know it's a new game, it's a new Smash Brothers game, but I want it to be new enough to feel like a new Smash Brothers game. And another game, I'm not excited for it yet. I have to see more of it, and that's Metroid Prime 4. Everyone went crazy when this game was announced, and it was literally just a logo, like just a concept logo. That's probably not even what the logo is going to look like in the final version. It was just a placeholder logo saying, "Hey guys, we are developing Metroid Prime 4," and everyone went crazy. And I can understand why, because Metroid Prime 4 has been a game that's been long wanted. But everyone's going crazy, yet we haven't seen anything about it. Especially since I believe a different developer is working on it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe a different developer is working on it. So we saw what different developing did for Luigi's Mansion and Metroid Prime Federation Force. We saw what happened when Metroid Prime was given to another developer. So we'll have to wait and see how this game looks before we can make any real judgments on if it's good or not. Alright, let me get this out of the way. I'm going to talk a little bit about Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS. I do hope that they... well, I'm going to focus here for a second. Sorry. I do hope that they show it off at E3. I do hope that, they do something with it. And, like, I'm going to buy it. I mean, obviously I'm going to buy it. It's Luigi's Mansion. But I just wish that they could announce it also coming out on the Switch. They did that with a couple games. I believe that Sushi Striker game, they announced it originally on one system, and then they later announced it on both 3DS and Switch. I hope they do the same with this. Just being that, the 3DS is probably the easier one to develop for, since it's, less powerful hardware. They already have the Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon engine that could run it. Hopefully, we see that, hey, Luigi's Mansion is also coming out on the Switch. The amount of backlash Nintendo got because of it. I mean, there are so many people that are excited for it to come out on the 3DS. But I think those people are excited for it coming out on the 3DS because of the fact that Luigi's Mansion is getting a remake. There's a remake of one of the best games of all time. In my humble opinion. But no, the amount of people that went apeshit crazy about this game, being announced, whether it be good because like there's an HD remake or bad because it didn't come out on the Switch, there was so much reaction when this game got announced. This game started something, and as the big fan of Luigi's Mansion that I am, I would have never, honestly, foreseen the amount of reaction that was given to this game being announced. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Am I mad that it's going to be on the 3DS? Of course. But it's still coming out. And, I've kind of gained a little bit of, what's the word? Sympathy. Maybe not sympathy, but, I've accepted the idea. I still hate it, but I've accepted it. That it's going to happen, and that we just got to be ready for it. And hopefully it's as good as as it looks, because it does look pretty good. Frame rate looks a little bit weird, and I don't like the models of the ghosts, being that the ghosts in the original Luigi's Mansion looked very transparent. The blues were very light. Meanwhile, in this one, if you look at Chauncey, he's not transparent at all. He looks baby blue. It looks off. It doesn't look like it should. Personally, for my personal taste, but it still looks okay. The only thing being, it's going to have Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon controls, which obviously are not as good as the original Luigi's Mansion. Because Luigi's Mansion had 2 thumbsticks in mind, the 3DS only has 1. But if you have the new 3DS, you have the second one, the little nub. Hopefully Nintendo utilizes that, but by looking at the trailer, the Luigi's Mansion remake trailer, seeing that Luigi, when he was like shooting the fire by Shivers, the butler, when he was coming down the hallway, it looked like Luigi couldn't turn. He was just aiming in one direction, which was Dark Moon's controls. The one analog stick and the X and B button controls. So, if that's the case, that's really going to suck that I can't use the 2 joystick controls. Hence why it would have been more optimized for the Switch. But I digress. A lot of people, when I made my Luigi's Mansion remake reaction video, a lot of people said, hey, I don't have a Switch yet. This is perfect to come out on the 3DS. But the whole point of the Switch, this is a marketing thing. It's bad that people don't want the Switch because they're still playing the 3DS. Nintendo shouldn't want that. Nintendo should want people to want their new hardware. That's business. That's marketing. They should say, hey guys, we know you love playing 3DS. Focus. We know you love playing the 3DS. But guess what? Luigi's Mansion, the remake, is coming out on the Switch. So if you like Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon on the 3DS, well now, if you get the Nintendo Switch, you can play the original and experience it for real. And glorious HD. That would be the way to promote the system and the game. But, Nintendo went on the 3DS and, do what you want, Nintendo. It's your money you're blowing. Your money. The amount of system sales that would have boosted. Pokemon, alone is going to boost the sales. Same with Smash Brothers. If you threw in Luigi's Mansion, with the reactions that people have given, the reactions that I've seen, I literally went and watched a bunch of people's reactions to Luigi's Mansion being remade. So many of them went apeshit crazy. Some of them being like, oh my god, Luigi's Mansion being remade. Or some of them being like, oh my god, why is this not on the Switch? So, it's a mixed bag of what people want, but that's why I'm excited, because that means there's something there for Luigi's Mansion. And you know what? At Too Many Games, Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, is actually going to be there. I figured that out yesterday on the Too Many Games website. The voice of Mario is going to be at Too Many Games. I am literally going to ask him, be like, hey, listen, go to Nintendo and bug them about a proper Luigi's Mansion game for the Switch. I'm going to do it. I swear on my life I'm going to do it. Oh, God. Alright, I spent a lot more time on that than I wanted to, but you get my point. I am excited for Luigi's Mansion, even though it doesn't look great, even though I know it won't play great. I'm still kind of excited because they're adding new things to it. And hopefully they add some more bonus, like, content. Because it's going to be a full $40 3DS game. And if they're going to do that, I kind of want them to add a little something. You know, more than just a boss rush mode. I want them to add a little something more. And lastly, the last game I want to talk about is WarioWare Gold. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't really looked into this game in a while because it's coming out on the 3DS. It's supposed to be, like, the best minigame compilation, kind of like Mario Party, the top 100. But, you know, WarioWare minigames have always been consistently good. So, you know, there's no way you could go wrong unless you left out, like, the really, really good ones. So I'm pretty excited to see WarioWare's new game. Now, I presume it's going to, like, implement the properties from the games that they come from respectively. Like, for example, WarioWare Touched, I'm presuming they're going to have touchscreen controls. For WarioWare Twisted, I'm presuming there's going to be motion controls involved. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. I'm pretty excited. And this is another game, kind of like Luigi's Mansion, that I hope they're like, hey, this is also coming out on the Switch. It'll make the touch controls a little bit weird. But other than that, you know, it's completely possible for a WarioWare game to come out on the Switch. I mean, the fact that they, like, are holding back on games like WarioWare and Mario Party on the Switch, it's kind of flabbergasting, to be honest. Party games, that's what the Switch was made for. You know, like, you could give us Mario Party or WarioWare, you know, but you're going to give us 1-2 Switch? There's something not right. There's something not right about that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Are there any games that you're excited for that are coming out? Could even be non-Nintendo. You know, apparently there's a new Fallout game coming out. We don't know much about it, but apparently it's an online survival RPG, which a lot of people aren't happy about. Which I'm not entirely sure what that even means, so I'll have to look into that. Yeah, just let me know about any games people are excited about. Or games that just didn't mention the Nintendo releasing, because I have a feeling I'm missing a couple. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.